few treats left that Martha brought on the back table. Restrooms are through the main door, the main entrance. Please watch any cords if you come up front. And after the meeting, please help us pick the chairs up and sweep. So, kick it off. Why don't we welcome any new members? Are there any new members or first-time members attending tonight? None. Any visitors? Oh, come stand up and give us your call sign, please.
Hi, name's Richard, N2FYR.
Welcome.
Welcome.
You from Atlanta? Coming? Well, welcome to the meeting.
Thank you.
So, go. Another one?
For BNZ, Brian. I'm actually a new technician, just got my license.
All right. Congratulations. Let's go through a quick roll call. We'll start with Lori.
Lori, K4 UPI.
Okay. Daryl, K4RGK.
Don, N2VGU. Neil, N4FN.
I'm Steve, KS4KJ.
Mobile.
W2CQH.
Jim, KD1I.
KJ4C.
Chris, W4CCH.
Fred, KK4UKA.
Paul, K4 APD.
Jerry, KK4USI.
Doc, W1DOC.
Scott, KM4JXE. Larry, AA4QO.
I'm Gary, W6GB, and after 50 years of lust and totally being frustrated, I have my first 3-element beam antenna.
We're all working the WPX from Gary's house Saturday afternoon.
I'll tell you one thing, now shut up, this won't take a second. As an electrical engineer, I can tell you that it's supposed to only give you 6 dB over a dipole, but good Lord, I never saw the beat when you hook it up to a transceiver. It's like Europe's like shooting fish in a barrel compared to anything I ever owned, from every vertical in sight to dipole. And if you want to see it, there's a picture of it. It's only up 35 feet. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm jealous.
Well, they're not that hard, just beg and plead.
John?
K4WIP, and I'm stealing his antenna.
I'm Jeff, N1KDO, and I just hooked up a new dummy load.
How many people have you worked on it?
I'm Fred, N4CLA, selling 50/50 tickets, anybody? All right.
Bill, Whiskey 4 Oscar Oscar.
Fred, KK4 JYO.
Stuart, AK4EX.
Mike, AD4MC.
Gary, AK4NA.
Mark, KJ4YM.
Rick, K4RIV, moving to someplace where I can put up with something besides the dummy load. Stephen, KW4HQ. Richard, KD4SEV.
Kevin, N9PBW.
Welcome.
Warren, KD4Z.
Tim.
K4.
Greg, KN4APC.
Mike, N4MEP.
Ian, KM4IK.
Back to Richard, N2FYR.
John, N4TOL.
Mike, K4LJG.
Mike, K4UPO.
John, KC4JBJ.
Steve, WB4CVB. Steve, AV4TT.
Brian, KF4JIR.
Terry, W4YBB.
Grant, KK4PCR.
Bobby, Kilo Mike 4, Victor Charlie Zulu.
Chuck, AE4CW.
Bob, NE4BT. Bob, K4BB.
Lowercase.
Martha, W4SA.
Jim, W4QO.
Is that everybody?
Right back here.
Connie, K4AWF.
Where's Fred? N4ZAX.
We already have Fred. Well, welcome, everyone. Wear your name badges. If you don't have a name badge, you can purchase a shirt or wear both. No name badge, you can order those from the NFARL Mart. And we're passing out the 50/50 drawing. Fred, once in 40 years, was late to a meeting. So two requests I have. Make sure you get a blue ticket. If you want to do the 50/50, that's the red ticket. And we're going to be passing the sign-up sheet, which we need for IRS and just to document everybody that was here, so please sign up.
Has everybody signed up? Anybody not signed in?
So we'll pass that around.
Why do you need that for the IRS?
To prove that we have meetings. That's how we keep track that we're not for profit, and Fred's kept these for 40 years, and that's documentation that we regularly hold meetings.
Gary, they're tracking your movements.
One of these or to give you an alibi.
So membership, Paul's not here tonight. Membership stands at 288, which is
We're down.
a net change. It actually went up a couple today. If you haven't renewed, and I've been analyzing the membership over the last couple of months, the main reason that it slid is because of two things. One, remember last year we changed from family memberships. Some of you that have registered as a family member, you may have not renewed that family person, which is included in your membership fee. The other is people aren't renewing. So if you, well, the instructions on how to do it were published. You can call Fred or I or email us. It's real easy. But if you go to the home page, you can go down to the membership link. You can type in your call sign. It will show when your membership expired. If you don't see your name there, then that means that you need to renew, because you will automatically be dropped from the roster. So I implore everybody to check that. We'll be reaching out to remind people. Is everybody getting the reminder email that we send out about 30 days? Some people, in my case, my Comcast did put it into my spam folder, and it wipes it out after a certain number of days, so I didn't see it. Yes, sir?
It went into my spam folder
Right.
and I never got it.
Yep.
That's why it was late.
Well, we appreciate it. Just double check. If you have questions, email Fred or I, or you can call me. I'm happy to do it. But really, the last 2 months is just people not renewing. That's the attrition that we've seen. So next.
Is there a discount for early renewal?
There's not. We'll add that to the agenda.
30%?
How about if you get a discount if you do for 5 years?
55%?
John?
Time flies fast. 18 days till the Georgia QSO party, which is our mid-month madness, which will take us from March through April. And encourage you all to participate. Is there anybody here who has not signed up yet that plans on it? Nobody? Everybody signed up? Surely you can all get on the air that weekend.
Shirley's not here.
No. And don't call me Shirley either, but you send me an email. I've been sending out some blasts to the Reflector. And but see me after the meeting or send me an email and we'll put you on the list. And we call it the list, but it's just to keep track of the NARFL members that'll be participating in the contest. We do our own little fun competition. Of course, you'll submit your scores to the official GQP, but then we compile them here at NARFL and we do nice awards like this. And everybody strives to earn a NARFL award. And as a matter of fact, sometimes people don't come to meetings for a while, or I'm not here to give it to them, but this is for second place Cobb County in the North Fulton Amateur Radio League, GQP, single operator low power phone, KJ4YM, Mark Coleman. Hey! Congratulations. Next. So get on the air and give it a try, even if it's just for 5 contacts or 50 or 500. What we'd like you to do, and it's a challenge if you did it last year, to try and beat last year's score, or set some bar to try and to get to it. So it's going to be a little tougher with the propagation the way it is, but you're a more experienced operator now, you know what to expect, so give it a whirl. And GeorgiaQSOParty.org for the specific times, rules, and exchanges, and all the details. And for those of you who don't have stations that can't play in the contest, it may be getting a little too close now, but even looking forward to the future, the club has club loaner radios and a team of folks that will come out and help you put up your first antenna. In the corner there is a TS450 with automatic tuner as an example of one of the radios that we have. And so you can contact me. It's on the website as well if you're interested in, if you've just got your license, want to try HF radio for a month or two, and while you're deciding what type of rig or antenna you want to get, we'll work with you and help you get on the air. people always say, well, I have covenants and restrictions or whatever. Well, so do I, and I have a wire in the trees, and I do a lot of damage on the HF, so you can do it too. CCNR is a convenient excuse for some people, but don't let it stop you. There's a lot of creative ways to get antennas up. And this is our repeater nets that we have. Last night we had a great tech net. Every Monday night at 8:30 we discuss, it's wide open, any technical items of interest of ham radio. Bob Beeman does a great job, K4BB, of running this. Jim Stafford stepped in last night. The YLs are on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Echo Link and the local 145.47 sweat repeater. I think ladies check in from all over the world, actually, on this net, so it's gotten to be very popular. And the Aries net is on Sunday night on the 706 machine at 8:30. And there is one more item coming up this weekend. I think Jim Stafford wanted to promote a science fair.
Yes, and tagging on with what John said about the Elmer's available and equipment available, I say this from time to time, but I don't say it enough. If you're looking for something, or you want to come and talk about some aspect of ham radio, my shack is always open. In fact, it'll be open for some operating on the GQP weekend if you want to come by and work for a half an hour or something, or watch me work. There's all kinds of combinations, but I have a lot of parts. I have a lot of equipment. I'm helping estates sell their equipment, things like that. John and I work on those things. And so we want you to know, if you need a part or anything like that, we'll do our best and look through our supply house, if you will. Really good deal. And good deals, yes. Now the science this weekend is this is Science Week in Atlanta. Martha and I are kind of the contact point with the inter-club group, which involves GARS, Atlanta Radio Club, us, Alfred Memorial, Stone Mountain, at least, and maybe some others, QRP Club and that kind of thing. This is Science Week, and on Saturday at Centennial Park, you know, the one from the left over from the Olympics, is a big bunch of displays, and we had to pay a lot of money to get the tables. I'm serious, they were very expensive. And we're going to do a table of sort of NARFL sponsored things. We're going to have a Wimshurst machine, we're going to have some snap circuits set up, other kinds of things to catch attention, and oscilloscope and things like that. And if you would like to help, you have to be there at 10 o'clock Saturday morning, so it's not that early. And it goes till 5, I think, on Saturday, something like that, yeah. And so if you'd like to help, I know it's short notice, we should have handed down all the information and so on, but if you'd like to help and just PR for ham radio, there will be thousands of people coming by. It's like the Maker Fair. Let me know. Catch me after the meeting, or raise your hand right now, I'll look for you. And we'll give you a 2-hour slot or something like that you can help. Any questions? If you do Atlanta Science, something like that, week or something on Google, you'll see there's dozens of events going on, but we're involved in the one on Saturday.
It actually runs all week.
Yes, all week long at different Fernbank, and
Right.
I think we did Fernbank last year, I believe.
Thanks, Jim. Ian.
Yes. Sorry.
What?
Ian.
Yes.
It must be field day time.
Hi. I'm back. Y'all thought you were rid of me. All right, Field Day, as we all know, is coming up, 24th and 25th of June. What weekend in June?
Fourth.
The fourth full weekend in June, every year. We're going to be holding it at the same park that we've held it at every year for the last 10 years, but it's not the same park. The city of Roswell, in its finite knowledge, decided to rename the park, so it's now called the Groveland Community Park. It is still in the same spot it always was. We're still utilizing it the same way we always did, I think. We're still working on that part. We're going to do Class 3A again. We're also going to have the GOTA station that Mark is going to man for us again, as he's done so well the last few years. Lori and Daryl are going to handle our satellites. John Clute, K4SQC, is going to do our 6-meter for us. I'm missing something. Aries is going to help with the emergency communications aspect. Pavel is running our CW station this year. And Nathan Wood, K4NHW, is going to run the 2 phone stations this year. We're going to run we're going to run 3A. Our operating philosophy this year, we're going to slide a little bit away from placing so much emphasis on the contesting. We're going to kind of go back to the way I used to do it in the old days. It's more about let's expose as many people to amateur radio as we possibly can. Let's try and bring some new folks in. Let's let the world know why we're still viable in the event of an emergency where our little pocket computers that also double as communications devices don't work. We will have the annual GAR challenge with GARs. I need to reach out to GARs and figure out what we're going to do. Huh? Yes, but it's what's our competition going to be on this year? So this is your committee. Before anybody asks, yes, my wife Lynn is doing the picnic again. You'll see emails. You'll see emails from her first part of June probably. When they come out, answer her so she knows how much barbecue to buy. We almost ran out last year. We don't want to see that happen. So these are the folks that are helping us. We're doing something a little different with the swing station this year. We are not going to run digital as an effort. What we are going to do is we would like to have a few hours early in the day Saturday from 2 to about 5 or 6 where we're demoing digital on the swing station, probably PSK, because for some reason that's what everybody uses for field day. If we can get 2 or 3 people that want to take an hour, hour and a half, 30 minutes, whatever, that are big gun digital guys, please let me know. We want to make sure we've got that there so when we have all the guys doing the Boy Scout stuff, they get done, they come see us. We've got some digital stuff and some good computer stuff to show them. You will be hearing more from me. The station captains will probably be sending out notes to sign up to operate. So we're looking forward to it. We got a big event planned, 40th anniversary in NFARL, so Lynn I think is going to tie that into the picnic somehow. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. Catherine?
Question.
Yes.
Do we know what logging program we're using this year?
N1M.
Probably N1MM because the networking works much more smoothly than with N3FJP. And we've had some very passionate discussions about the pros and cons of each. N1MM Logger Plus is free. Download it, stick it on your computer at home and play with it for a few months before field day gets here. If you have any questions for me, I think by now everybody knows where to find me. My email is actually on the field day site on the website and on the exam site because I run the VE session too. So it's all over the website. Feel free to email me if you have questions. Catch me after the meeting, whatever have you.
2 hours a day on commute.
Yeah, I'm on the repeater too.
Thank you, Ian. Mike Birmingham.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know. Wait a minute. K4LJG.
Good job.
As many people know, I started a new job back in July and a lot of family issues, etc. So I haven't been around very much. But Grant had the EC of North Fulton, Aries, and temporarily I'm going to have somebody else take over for me. Grant, are you there? Where you want to come up here, Grant? Grant has volunteered to take over for me for about the next 6 months, and I know he's going to do an awesome job, and he'll keep me informed of what's going on as well. So, does everybody know Grant?
Yes.
Yeah, I know it.
Nice.
Yeah, nice hat. Yeah, I guess that could be controversial, right?
No,
Yeah.
he said.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so that's about all I have right now. Do you have anything to say about anything that's going on? Okay.
I'm
All right.
going to the executive meeting next Tuesday.
Yeah, okay.
Filling.
And thanks for your
I
patience.
say good night.
Thank you, Mike. So NFARL apparel, if you haven't ordered, you can get the polo shirts. We also have the button-down shirt. We have 2 types of jackets, an unlined jacket and a lined jacket. Our next cutoff is March the 1st, which is, we already cut off.
This is 3 weeks ago.
What's the next one, Lori?
60 days.
60 days. So we'll update and put something out on the reflector. But
We just got that order in.
Yeah.
Send an email out to everybody.
Okay, so if you placed your order, it should be here shortly. And go to the NFARL Mart, place your order if you want to order something. Before we get to our speaker tonight, I'm going to ask Terry Joyner to come up and present an award to one of our NFARL members. Come on, Catherine.
Y'all got sweat? I got the prize.
Well, we're going to finish up the awards tonight for the National Parks on the Air. And I don't know how y'all did it, 33 parks. I know we work ourselves to death trying to get 12. But Catherine, you want to tell us a little bit about how you made the 33 parks right quick?
2 seconds.
Okay, thanks. Well, actually, it's kind of funny because I probably wouldn't have gone out and done it if it weren't for Melanie here, who encouraged me to do it and us to get out and give it a whirl. Our first mobile exposure was actually Huntsville 2015, when we got some help from some other ham friends that were actually on the net, and her OM, and designed our dipole, and actually that's what we used for pretty much all of our activations, our mobile activations. Melanie, you want to say anything?
Well, it was a lot of fun, and we learned a lot. I was just remarking to Catherine the other day, I said there's one nice thing about NFOTA is that we really learned a lot. I learned a lot about operating portable and operating in the field, and being on both ends of the pilot. So, and we had ups and downs and bugs and broken coax connectors and weather and all kinds of fun stuff. So it was quite an experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was wonderful.
Okay, we got the plaques and I got the money and...
So, first place, the NARFO, we had a contest last year for the new members for National Parks on the Air. So Catherine gets the first place prize with the plaque. Congratulations. And a $25 ARRL certificate. Congratulations. Melanie? Congratulations.
I only got one question. Are y'all going to participate in the islands?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You're off to a good start.
Let's rock it.
All right, great.
Thank you, Jim. Congratulations, Kathy and Melanie. What Terry was talking about this year, we're doing a U.S. Island Award contest. So we've got two things. There's activators that go out and activate islands, and chasers, people that are chasing the islands. And we're keeping score. There's more information. We just kicked it off last month. I think Terry and Jim Payne have already activated a couple of islands in Florida. I couldn't work you because I couldn't hear you. I need a beam. But we'll be doing that through the year. So there you go. I'm plugging you in. So if you're interested, reach out to Terry. His email's on the website. Order me. We can get you more information. There's a web page. We've got a link up there. We'll be keeping score and passing out some prizes in January, February of next year.
Let me just add one thing. You know, somebody was talking about propagation a while ago. Let me tell you what we did in 5 days. We worked 25 countries and 39 states, including Hawaii, and that was from using ham sticks or some little antenna that Jim dreamed up. So the propagation has been bad, but it's been great operating portable, especially off of islands and operating mobile. So the stations are out there. We've got a lot of stations in England that are now looking for the U.S. islands. And you've got a lot of people that weren't familiar with the U.S. islands until we got on there and told them what we were doing. So they're trying to make 40 contacts with 40 of us sometime this year to get a certificate. So they're out there and the pilots are out there. So all you got to do is have a mobile somewhere.
Thanks, Terry.